Okay, so there's this new AI tool making huge waves online, and it's not just talking the talk, it's actually walking the walk. It's called Clawdbot, and today we're going to break down exactly what it is and why everyone's talking about it. Right off the bat, this isn't just another chatbot. This quote right here is Clawdbot's core promise, and honestly, it's a total game changer. The whole idea is to move beyond just answering your questions to, actually taking action for you.
And that's exactly what we're getting into. We're going to explore what Clawdbot is, the incredible things it can do, but also, and this is super important, the major security risks you absolutely have to know about before you even think of trying it out. So, what is it that makes this new AI agent so different from the assistants we already use, like every single day? Well, for starters, it was created by entrepreneur Peter Steinberger, and it's what's called a higher-level AI agent. That's just a fancy way of saying it's built to handle more complex, multi-step tasks. It's open source, and you install it yourself either right on your computer or on a private server. And the end goal? It's pretty ambitious. To be a true AI personal assistant, kind of like Jarvis from the Iron Man movies. Now, the real power of Clawdbot, and what really sets it apart, is the insane level of control it has. This is so far beyond anything we've seen in a consumer AI assistant before. Just look at this comparison. Your typical assistant, like Siri or Alexa, can answer questions and maybe turn on your lights. But Clawdbot, it does all that, plus it remembers your conversations, and, this is the big one, it can read and write files and even run commands directly on your computer. That is a whole different ballgame. This deep integration means Clawdbot isn't just some other app you have to open. It plugs directly into the stuff you already use every day. We're talking messaging apps, your notes, your email, your web browser. It can basically operate your entire digital life for you.
So, how does it actually pull all this off? What's going on under the hood that gives Clawdbot these incredible powers?
The process is actually pretty simple, which is kind of wild. You're just on your phone, and you send a message to Clawdbot in an app like WhatsApp, just like you're texting a friend. Clawdbot, which is running on your main computer, gets that command and just does it instantly. It gets all these different abilities from things called skills. And yeah, you can totally think of them like super-powered plugins. You can install new skills to teach Clawdbot how to browse the web, manage your calendar, automate your emails. You're constantly expanding what it can do. And here's what really makes it feel smart: persistent memory. Unlike pretty much every other AI you've used, Clawdbot doesn't just forget your conversation. It remembers everything you've ever asked it, so it learns your habits and gets better at helping you over time. But all this power, all this deep access to your digital life, it comes with a massive, and I mean massive, unavoidable problem. With this much capability, you've got to be asking yourself, what's the catch? And believe me, there is a big one. This right here is the heart of the issue. The exact same feature that makes Clawdbot so powerful is what makes it so incredibly dangerous. Giving it full control of your system to organize your life means you're also giving it full exposure to your system. It can see everything. And the source material is really blunt about this. When you give an app permission to read any file and run any command, you're essentially opening a door for it to access your most sensitive information, from saved passwords to your private banking details. Because the risk is so high, the advice from everyone who's looked at this is crystal clear. Do not install Clawdbot on your main computer. The only safe way to try this is to run it in a totally separate, isolated environment, like a brand new server that has zero of your personal data on it. But even with all these serious security warnings, you can't help but feel that Clawdbot is a glimpse into the future of personal AI. And it raises some really big questions about where all of this is heading. A lot of people see this as a pivotal moment. We're starting to shift away from AI that just processes information to AI that can actually act on that information, not just in the digital world, but maybe even in the physical world by controlling your smart home. And that's really the question Clawdbot leaves us with, isn't it? It presents a very clear trade-off. For the convenience of the ultimate personal assistant, one that really does things for you. How much control, how much privacy, and how much security are you willing to give up? It's a question we're all going to have to answer, probably sooner than we think.